Good afternoon, ladies and gentlemen, I'm John Sisbody, a true and welcome to Landlord Super, which is a bit like My Summer Car crossed with House Flipper, but crucially set in a 1980s UK mining town. Now, some of you may not understand why that's particularly significant, so we need to begin today with a bit of a cultural and social history lesson of the UK in the 20th century. So, for most of the 20th century, the UK's economy was heavily built around and dependent on traditional industrial stuff. Manufacturing, mining, that sort of a business. But as the 20th century went on, some problems started to emerge, like plenty of other countries around the world started to industrialise, and they started to be able to produce stuff a lot cheaper than the UK was producing stuff. So in the case of mining, this was a particular problem. Like, British coal was really expensive. Like, they could not sell it internationally. The only person who was buying UK coal was the UK government, despite the fact that had they been buying it from Australia, say, they could have got it a whole lot cheaper. So why were they buying their own coal instead? Well, because mining was quite a big industry. Hundreds of thousands of people had jobs in mining, and if you stop buying the coal, they lose the jobs. Hundreds of thousands of people out of work, well, that's a political problem. And back in those days, the UK unions had a lot more power and influence. So if you did do something like, say, stop buying the UK coal, the unions could strike and bring the country to a standstill, which they did on several occasions. So the UK just kept effectively subsidising its own coal mining industry. But the problem kept getting worse over time. Like, for example, the UK didn't need as much coal as the 20th century wore on. Because, less and less power plants needed coal. More and more were utilising oil and gas. So we had all these people digging up coal that was too expensive to sell internationally, that the UK government was buying for more than it was worth, that it increasingly found it didn't actually need. So sooner or later, this was all going to come to a head. And when that happened was the 1980s, when Margaret Thatcher's government basically made the choice to transition the UK economy away from being so focused on industry and mining. There was going to be less of that, and there was going to be more of the sort of stuff that we're more familiar with in the UK today. Services, finance, technology. Now, you might assume while you were engaging in one of the largest economic realignments of the last century, you might, take things slowly, be a bit cautious, be careful, make sure that everything was working well as you did it step by step. That's not how it happened. The transition was done surprisingly quickly and in many cases not even peacefully. Significant violence was unleashed by the UK state against protesting miners. And as the transition started to take hold, a very big problem started to emerge immediately, which is the new jobs in new industries that were being created were not in the same places as the jobs were being lost. And nowhere was this felt more keenly than mining towns, because these were small to medium-sized settlements that basically existed because there was a mine. That was the core and the heart of the entire local economy. You shut that down, there's basically nothing left. So what are you going to do to support these communities which suddenly have had their major employers shut down, leaving huge numbers of people suddenly unemployed? Well, basically the government solution seemed to be shrugging its shoulders and then continuing to shrug its shoulders for the next 30 to 40 years. Plenty of towns were effectively just left to rot, and I saw the results of this. I grew up in the Midlands, close by to several mining communities, and just so you understand how devastating this is, to this day, 30 to 40 years on, many of these communities still have very high unemployment, very high levels of poverty. Some of these towns have never fully recovered from the political decisions made decades ago. So, yeah, mining towns in the 80s, not a fun place. And that's precisely where we're going to be diving into today. Oh, it's going to be... fun is probably not the right word. Right, so let's see what we've got here. Before we begin though, early access game, not feature complete, still work in progress, diddly dee. Okay, I have woken up inside my caravan by the looks of it. Ooh, that's a very 70s pattern, and from the phone booth over there, I can confirm we're in Britain, somewhere in the late 20th century. Story checks out, and... okay, there's also people floating around nearby. Okay, I get the feeling you, sir, are not supposed to be doing what you're doing. Please cease your jimmying. Aha, so I've come to take possession of my late uncle's house, which unfortunately comes with his debts. £5,000 still outstanding to M & Sons. Gotcha. Right, good day, sir. That is in fact my late uncle's house, so please leave it alone, whoever the flip you are. And Scouse Jimmy the Chancer. Sod off, will ya? Right, lovely to see you too. Yes, you appear to be trying to break into my site. Good sir. Look here, our kid. I got here first. You can come get your little bit after I'm done. Alright, fair enough, Jimmy, but I'm going to be honest. I'm not actually looting the place. This is actually mine. If this is your site, you'd have the key, wouldn't ya? Funny fact about that, I do have a key. And hey, you really do have the key? Ah, blimey, kidder. Was only trying to find a bit of scrap to sell. You know how it is after the pit closed. Ain't much work like. Yep, he's not wrong. I can see why he'd be doing it. I'm not going to hold a grudge. You wouldn't have to have any work, would ya? You look a little green. I could show you the ropes like. And I'd love some help, but I can't actually pay you. Because I am a bit skint myself at the moment. Sorry. That's what I thought like. Never mind. Hey, you look like a good kid. Tell you what, you need any help with anything, come see me over at the Anchor Tavern in Sheffingham. Name's Jimmy, but people call me Scouse. Scouse, by the way, means he's almost certainly from Liverpool. The game never actually explicitly says where this game's set, but probably somewhere around Lancashire or thereabouts. So, use key to open up my little workplace, and yeah, as you can see, things are a little bit more shabby than they would be in House Flipper. Seeing a lot of trouble here. There's definitely problems on the roof there. Lack of walls, that's also a concern. Gonna be honest, it's not gonna be exactly, you know, toasty during the winter. Right, so, at some point we need to, like, you know, do up this house, except we got ourselves a small problem here, which is, hang on, look over to my book here. Yes, here we go. Construction manual. How to lay a foundation. I don't know, because I'm just some guy. I've no bloody clue how to lay a foundation. I'm going to need somebody to tell me how to do these things before I can do them, which is flipping great. And also, you know, I need to survive. So, yeah, I need to actually renovate this darn thing. But I've got no money to buy supplies or anything. But that's fine. There might be alternative solutions to all of that. Okay, right, so time to go and find ourselves wherever it is we're going. Right, energy is ticking down, so if I just walk, that's fine, but bloody hell, I have got a flipping sprint on here. Okay, that'll be the pit then. Right, that'll be all closed up, I'm guessing. Good. I will say, though, we got ourselves, we got bricks here. Yeah, because in this game, you're not just going to be buying what you need, you're going to just be grabbing it. Got myself a sofa, got myself a fridge, got myself a TV. Probably all broken, but honestly, remember that's there. We might want to come back for that later. Right, carry on around the corner from the pit. Try not to be run over while you're doing it. And, oh, this is a bit too real for me. Like, I know it's very, very scruffy and the graphics are very basic, but, yeah, if you grew up in a small town in the 80s and 90s in the UK, this is a bit too real. Nip up here, what have we... Ooh, hello. It's just like a big old, I don't know, the local church or something. Alright, looks to me like there's some construction work going on, actually. So, if any chance could we... Yeah, okay. Right, so there's materials we might want to be helping ourselves to at the church construction site too. Gotcha. Yeah, there are big terrace streets like this all over the UK. This is very well observed. It's terrifying. Oh my goodness, is this? Oh, it's a towpath next to a canal. Oh, be still my beating heart. This is, yes, terrifying, actually. Good. So then we got ourselves old police station. This is very spot-on architecture. This is terrifying. Right, hang on. Wait. Where am I right now? That is... there's the job centre. Lovely. Please don't run me over, by the way. And that over there is... yeah, hang on. We got ourselves something about scabs up there. That's people who, break picket lines. Scabs out. Yep, okay, it's definitely the 80s. So, this'll be the local in that case. I think Jimmy said he was going to be here. Hello there. Unfortunately, I have no money, so I can't actually buy a drink or anything. Right, Jimmy, me and you need to have a chat. Good to see you. I've actually got a spot of work for you if you're keen. Go on then, Jimmy. I'm willing to listen to all of that. Heading over to the job centre, grab the ticket I posted. Aha, so if I want work in this game, I literally go to the job centre, grab the ticket off the wall. Here we go. So we got ourselves a couple of jobs going on here. So dog's body needed. Looking for an open-minded individual to help move some items. Derelict house ASAP. Very lucrative. Union notice none. Talk to Scouse Jimmy. Right, so grab that. And while I'm here... So yeah, jobs are like little missions or something. Desperate need of a delivery driver. Must have full clean driver's license. Reggie's supply store. ASAP. Limitless earning potential. No union notice. Okay, I don't actually know whether I've got a driving license or not. But... Oh, hello over there. Come on, pal, I'm desperate. Give us that job, will ya? And yeah, if you got a driver's license, because I'm guessing I don't. And clean license, you must be new here. I'm the fellow what put the Brum into Birmingham. Ah, we got ourselves a Brummie. Okay, you know what? For a Brummie, you can have yourself a flipping job. Hopefully, he'll be, paying me back in some capacity down the line. So, okay, let's go find our Jimmy. Ah, wait, hang on. He said meet him there. So, derelict house. Hang on, I passed the houses on the left here over the bridge. So, it's going to be one of these, I'm guessing. And there's our lad. Right, so, you're literally just breaking into somebody else's house. Well, it did say derelict. So, I mean, that's... Well, it is a crime, but it's not the worst one. Here's the deal. Sheffingham Council have condemned this place, so I'd say it's about time we got in there and took our little bit eye. And what's that? Look, this is enterprise and work I'm offering you. Mrs. Thatcher will be proud. Sure, the only annoying thing is it's not strictly legal, but that's the only annoying thing. Alright, fair enough. Let's flip and make this done. Yep, I am going to help out. So he's going to jimmy the door open and... Oh, flippin' heck, my back's gone. Oh, how bloody convenient. Just when the lifting needed to be done. So, get in the house. Find thing that... Aha. Picking up dirty stuff lowers my hygiene. So just pop that in your... It's kind of in your wheelbarrow. That's like 90% in your wheelbarrow. That's fine. So, grab all of that. I am slowly getting filthy or sweaty or like both. And pop that in too. And you know what this is? This is good enough. And there is no upstairs yet. No one ever put in the staircase. Grab the last bit. Toss it in the wheelbarrow. So I can carry one thing at once with a wheelbarrow. Things are a lot easier. And spot on, kidder. Spot on. So there we go. We have done the job. Annoyingly, I can't pay you till I've waited at the scrapyard. I'll get your money to you by post first thing tomorrow morning. Scouse Jimmy, I'm sorry, but I don't trust you, mate. Not much going on around here. Anchor Tavern's open from midday. If I were you, I'd just go to bed. No use feeling forlorn when there might be work popping up at the job centre tomorrow. Alright, so, basically that was my tutorial day. So, all I've got to do now is go home, except... If I'm just going home to sleep anyway, one, may as well check out the pub while I'm passing by. So we've got Tams in here. What's all this then? A new face in the anchor. Mary Jesus, I don't believe my... Okay, so she's Irish. Okay, so, yeah, if he's Scouse and she's Irish, we're gonna be somewhere around Liverpool. We've gotta be somewhere around there. Lancashire's probably a pretty good guess. So, you got Landlords or Doyle as your choice of beverage. That'll be the Landlord Super, as per the title of the game. But I'm guessing without money, you're gonna be fussy about this. And, you're a bit short, aren't ya? She's not wrong, you know. Right, well in that case, as night actually sets in, I may as well just nip back towards the... Wow, that's a good mini, well done. I'm going to nip back round to the pit, because I saw that there sofa and TV. Now a sofa, that I can do with. Right, so, good spot to relax. It's filthy, so that actually, yep, is getting my hygiene down. And while I'm carrying something heavy, I cannot sprint. That's fine, we're just going to... Get that home. This is going to be my sofa now. It's going to be lovely. Right, I'm going to be honest. This probably is not going to fit in my caravan. No. Okay, I'm just going to take it straight into the work site. And if we're just going to pop that right down there. Oh my goodness. It's basically already home, isn't it? This is spot on. Right, may as well go to sleep because yeah, in the morning I'm going to get a paycheck from Jimmy for the scrap salvage. Okay, so now it's 8 AM. I still need to shower to sort out my... hygiene. There we go. Hygiene goes back up. Lovely. Close the door. So yeah, energy gets filled up. And we have got ourselves some post. Alright, we buy all scrap. Chuck it in a skip. We'll send you the money in the post. So, okay. So that's precisely what Jimmy was doing. What I was helping him do yesterday. So I need to get myself a skip. Then I can make money by tossing scrap in. Thanks for your help yesterday, kid. First, the bad news. That scrap we pinched barely brought enough money to cover the bus fare to the hospital. I won't be able to pay you, I'm afraid. Oh, Jimmy. I'm not saying you're lying, but I am saying I just did all the work and then conveniently there was no money in it. So, yeah, I ain't convinced. Still on the plus side, if I'm in need of any help, just come and see me at the Anchor Tavern. Just remember mine's a Landlord Super. Right, so I might need money to buy him a pint and then he'll tell me how to do things. Gotcha. Here you can have my wheelbarrow. Alright, now that's gonna be useful. Oh, look at that. Got my own flipping wheelbarrow here. Well, that's just a thing of beauty. Well, we'll leave that for the time being. Don't actually need that for anything. But yeah, if I find myself a good supply of scrap, might want to go get my wheelbarrow to help take it over to the junkyard, wherever that is precisely. Still, for the time being, may as well just run back into town, which I believe should be, yeah, this road direct if I want to get into town. Because, yeah, the job centre might have new jobs for me today. And on top of that, yeah, the pub's not open yet, but Jimmy is right flipping here anyway. So he just stands here waiting for the pub to open. Oh, Jimmy, that's a bit sad. Alright, who else have we got dotted around town? So, trapped over in here. Can't open this, unfortunately. There's Winston in his truck, so he's got his driving job. Well done to you. That turned out to be a real job and mine was a fake one, so I might have made a bad decision there. Hello over there. Who are you, my friend? So that is Reggie. You're the fellow who got Winston outright? Aha. Where's my reward, my friends? As I Winston over to that plot of land, you've got to deliver you a skip as a thank you. Okay, so now toss stuff in skip, make money. Which is good because there's no actual work today. So that's historically accurate. There's just no work going. Right, I need somebody, basically anybody, who's willing to pay me anything, actually. Oh, but speak of the devil, there's a bunch of bricks around here. Okay, scrap value of 5p, but if I need bricks to, you know, build my house, someone's knocked down this wall. Alright, we might be on some good stuff here. Right, Jimmy. He's got some advice for me for free on this occasion. Didn't insist on a pint, maybe because the pub's not open. Don't build your house on the sandy land. With that thought in mind, it's time to go fixing your foundations. I would like to do that, Jimmy, but I'm not sure I've got much in the way of money or materials. So you need to get the tools, and you'll need to learn how to lay the foundation. Could you tell me how to do that? You need to get a foundation frame laid out in the correct area. Be sure to secure it with a hammer and a nail. Okay, I've got none of that. Once your foundation frame's secure, you'll know it's secure when a grid appears. Start mixing your concrete. Right, what do I need for that? So people will tell you there's a correct ratio for the mix. I just tend to chuck a load of each ingredient in, some water, it's usually fine. Once you've got your concrete mixed, wheel the concrete mix over to the foundation frame, start pouring it in. Alright, fair enough, and aha! He's now scribbled into my notebook. Lovely, I've got instructions. And it'll take a day or so to dry depending on how wet your mixture is. So yeah, the game's split up between trying to build your house, but also trying to acquire enough money, supplies, or both to, you know, survive and continue building your house, which is a fun mix. And for the mix, we're going to be needing aggregate, cement, sand, and water. Which I'm guessing is how you actually make it, but I don't flipping know. I've never had to make it before. So you can buy it from Ronnie's supply store over the road to the Anchor Tavern. Aha. So supply store right there. Water can be added with a bucket, just fill it up at a water tap, or leave it out in the rain. Aha! So the game's properly modelling like rain and stuff. But between you and me, I've seen house number 9's having their back patio done. They happen to have just the supplies you're after. Okay, so I could just go and lift the supplies off somebody else. Alright, so the shop over the road, if I want a hammer, that's going to cost me a £5. Alright, and then, okay, various tools are all about a £5 give or take. Sledgehammers are a little bit more. Buckets are about £3.50. Oh, blimey, 60 quid for a stone cutter. And cement mixer, which I can do by hand for only 13 quid. But yeah, that's going to use up energy or petrol powered. I'm going to be honest, that's a bit beyond me at the moment. So, yeah, we might just go for that. So, okay, we're going to be needing about, like, 20 quid in total for the hammer and the bucket and the manual cement mixer. Right, well, as there's no work today, then I guess we may as well just have a little bit of, you know, a look-see round the back at that patio, just to see what's going on, because I'm going to be honest, I feel like I'm doing some of the work here already. Like, I need to spend money on, you know, the tools. So, if I'm spending money on the tools and... Alright, this door doesn't open yet, but presumably it's going to at some point. If I'm spending money on the tools, then it's only fair that I get, you know, the rest of the stuff for free. Just out of interest, no one's actually guarding this here. No one's guarding this here site. By any chance, are there any tools like up here, say, ladder? That's got a £6 scrap value. Alright. That might just be... Oh, no, just grab that. Grab that. That's all absolutely fine. And I think I grabbed it while I was... I think I'm climbing the ladder. I am currently... Early access game. Still work in progress. Diddly diddly dee. Just toss that over there. Yep, that's just going to go down over there. Great. That's also some... No, I can't take that wood, unfortunately. Right. Just need to go and grab the ladder and be on my way. There's more ladders here, actually. Oh, blimey. I might be able to take all of these ladders. Every single one. Okay, we're on to a good ladder-related scam here. Alright, 3 ladders right there. I'm never going to need 3 ladders. Alright, if what I do now is I sell 2 of them for scrap, and then... Oh, there's another one right there. Here we go. We got what we need here. And aha! Foundations. This here is precisely what we need. So that is... Hang on. That's aggregate. Alright, which is... That's sand. That's cement. Alright. Just get in here with the wheelbarrow. We might be in very good shape. Right, I'm going for the wheelbarrow. Alright, I've gone and got the wheelbarrow. Serious questions arguably remain about how many ladders I can carry in one wheelbarrow. That's gonna be tricky to do. Okay, so what we're gonna do, this is A-okay. We're just gonna loot the place today. We're just gonna go and get the materials we need. We'll deal with the ladder-related crimes tomorrow. And what we're gonna do is we're not gonna take all of it, because we don't need to take all of it, alright? I'm gonna be nice. I'm only gonna rob 1 of each bag here, alright? 1 of each bag. Okay, it's 1 AM, and I'm gonna make sure all this stuff is stored safely inside the house, where 1, it's not gonna get wet, and 2, if the police happen to come round, there's not stolen goods literally on the street. So there we go, I've just fallen asleep. I get the feeling I'm not going to be too refreshed when I wake up. Okay, I've managed to just make my way back home on autopilot. Right, good. Good. So, have a quick wash. That's all lovely. Following day, might even be... Ooh, I've got post and everything. Here we go. Tamsin at the bar's looking for a pot washer. That'll do as a starting job. Beautiful. And apparently someone found me collapsed from exhaustion. Okay, fair enough. And aha. I see. You never know what scallywag will go rifling through your pockets. So, hit 2% energy, you fall unconscious, and potentially someone's going to have robbed you by the time you actually wake up again. Right, best bet into town and figure out how, you know, an actual job works, because there's only going to be so many ladders in town that we can flog for scrap. Ah, but it's too early in the day, isn't it? Yeah, there's not going to be a pub open yet. May as well take the job, though. That's not so bad for the 80s, you know. And yeah, only starts at 12 noon, ends at midnight. So if I wanted to, I could work 12 hours a day and actually make myself not terrible money. But first, the Great Ladder Swindle. I mean, by my reckoning, I can steal 1 ladder per hour. So basically, I'm making 50% more than I would if I was pot washing. So this is definitely the way to go. I promise I will go and get a proper job tomorrow once I'm out of ladders. Alright, 1 ladder for me, all other ladders being sold. Now, I swear there were 3 ladders to sell, but like, we can only find 2 now. So possibly 1 glitched out of the world or something. Oh, look at that, £12 worth of ladder. Also, we've got it officially confirmed that we are apparently in 1983. Alright, as much as this feels like a terrible idea, time to get a job and do some honest work. So, just head behind the bar, go over here, that's locked up, and, there's no mini game, I just literally select what I want to do. And apparently I've also got a bowel and sobriety meter. Okay, didn't know I had any of that. Now, I've got to make sure I've got enough energy to make it home after I'm done, because If I don't, I might just get robbed on the way, and that would be bad. So all we're going to do is, 3 hours work for 12 quid. That's going to get me down to about 25% energy, lose me a bit of hygiene, but that's mostly fine for the minute. We should be a-okay. Right, that's enough for me for today, so we'll just head our way in. Ooh, hello. Okay, there's additional sand and cement round the back of the pub. Alright, remember that's there, together with these bricks. We might be needing these, but we've now got ourselves enough cash to potentially make a bit of a start. Although, hang on, I was just heading home and I couldn't help but notice over here in the field, okay, kitchen drawers, I'll be taking some of that. Okay, I'm going to be honest, based on the information available, not 100% sure which of these rooms is supposed to be, like, which. I guess the kitchen at the rear kind of makes sense, because then it, like, feeds out onto the back garden, which is alright. So we'll pop that down there. That can be the kitchen. This will be the living room. And I guess that makes one of these the bedroom. Yeah, maybe that's the bathroom. That's the bedroom. That's a bit narrow for a bedroom, to be honest. Okay, all the rooms are a bit on the small side. I probably shouldn't be treating this as like an entrance hallway. Might be a bit optimistic. Okay, maybe this could be bedroom, this could be living room, one of these could be kitchen, and then, like, spare room or kids' room or something. Yeah, that'd do. Okay, it's a bright, lovely day here, and hang on. Okay, I look down to access my book, but I also look down to access my empty my bladder. Okay, so, aha! That's how we empty, well, not really bowels. It's going to be bladder rather than bowels, but okay, nice to know that's a thing. So, put my own penis away for a second there. Okay, so, ignore my penis for the time being. So, aggregate, cement, and sand is taken care of. Water is fine. We do indeed have a lovely tap right over there. All I need is a foundation frame, hammer, and nail. And also the bucket to carry the water over to the right position. Okay, and we got a nice little drawing showing us how it works. Okay, so 2 steps to this here. So, big important things that are like heavy and have multiple parts, you have to order using the phone box. So, that gets brought to me by, what's-his-face, Winston on his truck. He'll bring those to me, that's great. So the bit I do need to order is, the foundation frame. And then we got ourselves bricks and then poles. Plenty of that just floating around, though. Ladders, yep, ladders, I know about them. Got one already, that's absolutely fine. Work platforms, then wooden planks, tarred planks, roofing tiles, front doors, back doors, windows, etc. Yeah, windows, we're going to be needing them sooner or later. And bloody hell, this stuff costs a bit. Alright, so none of that. But I do need... Oh, the foundation's a bit on the expensive side. Well, it's lucky I actually bothered doing a job yesterday then. And now Winston's literally going to drive his truck over from, the depot to here. So I've got to come and collect it. Well, I guess I could come back later. Winston's not got anything else to do. No one else is building anything. So I could go and... You know what? That's the better way to do this. Winston, I'll be back with you in a second, my friend, alright? You just wait for me outside my building site. I need to go and buy a bucket and a cement mixer. And also, I'm not sure I've got quite enough money at this point. I might need to do a couple of hours work at the pub just to actually, make all this stack up. So, I need 1 hammer, please. Thank you. Beautiful. Got a hammer. And 1 bucket too. Just 1 of them. Good, good, good. So get rid of all of that. Is that on my tool belt or... No, that's something I have to carry. Okay, I'll be back for the cement mixer later. I need to go and take delivery of my frame. But yeah, the problem is Winston clocks off at 7. So I've got to make sure I've unloaded by 7. Otherwise, he's just going to go. And I don't know whether I just lose the stuff because I wasn't, here to collect or anything. Right, Winston, you just chill out there for a second. Just need to... Hang on, just need to untie all of this. And then just need to toss all of this off as fast as you can. That actually burns energy, in fact, I believe. And actually, hang on. We've actually got ourselves... Wait, make sure we get the last bit of wood. There's the frame. This is useless junk. Okay. Well, that in that case is going into my skip. I'll take 50p for that. So, he drives... Okay, some of the wood might have been slightly underneath his tyres. That No, it's fine. It's all absolutely fine. Okay, so that's now the materials I need, probably, to actually, like, do the foundation. I've got the bucket, I've got the materials, but I'm gonna be needing that cement mixer. The basic baby's first manual cement mixer. I can't afford the cement mixer. Yes, okay, everything was a little bit more expensive than I thought it was going to be. Now, if I do another... I think I just needed 1 more hour's work, alright? You just chill out there for 1 second. I just need to wash pots for an hour. Okay, energy's down to 33. That is going to be enough to get home. Winston these days is in the pub. Sorry, I cannot afford a beer. Though actually, potentially beer gets your energy back. I don't know. Because, yeah, there's a sobriety meter. Possibly you can trade energy off against sobriety. We'll try that another day. And now the shop is closed. Okay, well, I may as well just do some pot washing in that case. Just for, like, you know, another hour before I go home. Okay, now time to head home. But... I will say, as I work here, in some ways, I feel like, you know, this cement kind of belongs to me in a way. So just in case we need more than 1 bag, I'm just going to take this cement home with me. You know, I do rather like how after a certain time at night, there's just no music when you walk in home. And I've done night work in a small town. It is pretty much this grim and depressing when you walk in home. God knows what o'clock. Yes, this game is slightly terrifyingly well realised, actually. Okay, now I'm aware I could have actually stolen the foundation stuff from... Yeah, there was more next to the patio. But, you know what? I'm not going to steal everything. I'm going to at least pay for some of this myself. Okay, into town. Today is the day I build a foundation. Probably. Good morning, sir. I shall take your finest, by which I mean least finest, cement mixer. Okay, this should be everything we need. So I've now got hammers and everything. Let's check the book here. Make sure we understand. So, by the looks of the diagram, lay the 2 frame pieces in opposite corners of whatever I need filled in. Then, we simply, yes, have to attach a plank of wood to make sure that, you know, the cement doesn't leak everywhere. Okay, so step 1, we need a spiky thing. Alright, and we know where one of the holes is. So, okay. You go to, yes, here, which is... Well, you're saying here, which would suggest you want to be here. Okay, try this corner. Yes, okay, so follow the arrows, and then to here, and then to, aha! Okay, that seems good. Then do I need to hammer you? So, hammer nail. Hang on, the reason I'm hammering this is because, put that away, please, put that away. Back in the, put the thing back in the, never mind. Get the bit of wood. I need to know how to stop hammering now. Tapping G, okay, tapping G. So I've got a frame in place. That's all absolutely fine. Now you need to go like here, right? We need to lay a bit of wood down in this part of the world to stop it. Yes, yes, hang on, we had it there for a second. Yes, okay. So that now goes there. Now get out, hammer. So we now need to hammer thing into thing. And I think we've done it because a grid just... Yes, a grid has appeared. Okay, so place rebar or shovel... Shovel concrete? No one mentioned shovels! Okay, the shovel is apparently sold out. That is a concern. I can literally see one hanging in his window, but he claims it's sold out. Somebody has a shovel. I need to find it. It must be located somewhere in town. Okay, I just checked in with Jimmy, and he does not say anything about a shovel. So, what we're gonna do is we're going to check in at the construction site round the back of number 9, where I lifted the supplies last time, alright? Because if I do need a shovel, logically, they're the ones who are going to have bought it, because they're the ones who are literally doing the cement laying right now. Okay, I see no sign of a shovel here, but while I'm passing by, I might just slightly top up my supply of aggregate, just in case. Okay, but today will be the day we do some cement. Also, I have a shower in here, but, like, no toilet, so I guess I'm supposed to just wee in the shower, really, though. Oh, hang on, that might be 50p from a bit of junk I dumped in the thing. Oh, £2, actually. Lovely. Okay, we got a beautiful day for it. We're gonna make it happen. So, grab the ingredients one by one. Step 1. We're gonna take some sand. Now, no idea what the ratios are supposed to be. So, we're just gonna put in, like, some. Okay, so it is actually properly pour out and figure out what the ratios are. Okay, just out of interest, how much is, like, in one actual bag of sand? Yeah, 25. So it's 25 in a thing. If I just pop that down now, just check. Yeah, that's now an empty... That's an empty bag, I'm assuming. Next up, aggregate, which is like, I don't know, gravel or something. We'll just create 25 litres of that too. That'll probably be the full lot. Yep, 25 litres. Just toss that over there. We'll clean up later. Then the last one is, I believe, the blue. That's the cement, right? Yes, cement. Good. Good, 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 good. Now, admittedly, if you'd asked me, I'd have said, hang on, aren't we making cement? Maybe we're making concrete, which is distinct in some way. So, okay. Then we're just gonna fill this up. That's gonna be great right there. And then we just need the water, like some amount of water. So just get the bucket. And then we just need to fill this up, please. Lovely. That's presumably plenty. Well done, John. And now pour water in there. How much water is that? 20 litres. I mean, that feels about right. Right, put that down. Yes, we're going to mix. That's presumably going to be intensive on the old energy. Not so bad, to be perfectly honest. Now, is that now cement? Weak concrete. Okay. If I keep mixing it, does it become better concrete? Is that how concrete works? Alright, open up the site doors proper to get my concrete mixer into here. And then hopefully we can just, like, pour it in. Aha! Pour! Yes, I can pour. Just go right over here. Okay, can we pour? Is that... That seems to be working. Yes! Yes! Screw you, I don't need a shovel. Okay! There we flipping go! That's going to take some time to dry. Depending on weather, I think it said. Boom, it turns out I'm a genius. Now, are there any other bits that need filling in? Also, yes, I'm very unhygienic right now. Because, to me, it looks like, you know, the rest of the foundation is pretty solid. As far as I'm concerned, the foundation is now complete. So next up would appear to be the brick wall. And, oh, that's presumably going to take more cement. Except, hang on, not concrete, though. Wait, how do you mix? Okay, that's fine. How much do we have left over, by the way? How much is in there? We have got ourselves another 58 litres of weak concrete, because presumably I've got my ratios all wrong. Like, possibly if you know the correct ratio, you can make better concrete. I don't know what the correct ratio ought to be. Alright, all I know is I didn't pay for it, so it's fine. Right, it's 5 PM, but I've got tons of energy. So what we ought to do is... Well, one. Mysterious path. Up over here, hang on. What's going on in this part of the world? And by any chance does it lead to, you know, good things? Like a free house. I see something. That is... It's another kitchen cabinet. Okay, I'm gonna be honest, I already had one of... And then that wall's just sort of there. Like, you know, it's somewhat there. I tell you what, I'll just take this back down to the road, then I'm going back into town. I need to go and have a chat to Jimmy about how you bricklay. I mean, to be honest, that one seems conceptually more manageable to me than laying foundation. That one just seems to be a case of get bricks, get trowel, get... I'm not 100% sure what mortar actually is, now I say it out loud. Like, it's some form of sticky building material that dries to make the bricks be together, but beyond that I'm a little bit lacking in the details. So, Scouse Jimmy says we're going to need to brick up the exterior walls. He's not wrong. So, it's a big job. You need to buy tools, get your hands on supplies, and even learn how to lay a foundation. Okay, foundation, that's fine. I've done that, no problem. Now, I'm guessing I need a trowel Yep, a trowel to place and smooth mortar. No problem. Cement mixer, one step ahead of you. And a bucket. Oh, Jimmy, I'm 99% of the way there. Ah, if you want to make mortar, you just put a different blend of stuff in there. So it's cement, sand, and water. Cement was... I think that's the blue and the red. I don't know whether I've got any more blue and red. I think it was aggregate I took extra off, which is the one thing I didn't need extra. So put mortar into a gap, flatten after you place, or the bricks won't sit right. Okay, so vaguely I know what's going on here. Okay, it's a bright new day, and I have a plan. Step 1, I'm gonna be needing bricks. Like, lots of bricks. And some idiot crashed their car into the wall. Now, my house appears to be made of, like, you know, small, vaguely reddish, brownish bricks. You know, the sort of bricks you might make a house out of. And that matches the bricks in that wall. So this will do as a starting point. Now, admittedly, there's only going to be so many bricks I can, you know, take in one load. So if I stack them up sensibly, might be able to get a few more. But this is going to be... Okay, so this is the downside of just stealing bricks, as opposed to, you know, buying them. It's going to be a slow process to get enough bricks to make this all happen. Because, yeah, what you do is you pick something up, and then you've got to be looking at a bit of the, the base of the container you're trying to load in to drop them. So if I look at this over here, I might be able to drop more in, but there's going to be a point where I'm going to start, like, you know, knocking them off instead. This is quite a lot of bricks. There might also be a point where I can't move the wheelbarrow anymore. Oh, this is getting precarious. Alright, my brick Jenga is starting to get a bit... Okay, I'm definitely losing bricks now, yes. I mean, honestly, that's a solid number of bricks, and I believe once they're on the actual, wheelbarrow, they can't fall off, and I can still sprint. Okay, so I do not know why I am bothering to deal with this small rundown house as needs fixing, because clearly I have been bitten by some form of radioactive strongman contestant. How's this doing, by the way? Is this actually, like... Is this ready to go yet? I don't know if that's dry yet. Hopefully that's dry. So, okay, I see the bricks as need to be filled in. Possibly need to... Oh, bloody hell, the chimney, seriously. Okay, so I see all of this as needs to be filled in. But we also need mortar. Now, for my next trick, I have actually gone and looked up what the correct ratio to make mortar is, which is not that much cement to absolutely flip tons of sand, then a bit of water, but not much. So what I need is more sand. And I'm pretty sure I know where to get it. Well, I know exactly where I could get it. I could just legitimately purchase it. But, like, I know where I could get it for free. And actually, while I'm passing by, I'm going to be needing these sooner or later. Like, presumably. Here we go. Sand. That's what we need. It's the sand. I know I did say I wasn't going to steal, like, anything more from this site. And now I am stealing, like, everything else from this site. I'm not going to deny that is true. But what I'm going to do is, 1, leave them this brick. And 2, leave them the aggregate, because I don't actually need that. Okay, next up over to this shop, and, I can afford a trowel straight away. Absolutely flipping spot on. Okay, here's what we're gonna do here. What we're gonna do is we're gonna pour a little bit of this stuff in. Not all 25. All we're gonna pour in is 12.5. Alright, then we're gonna put the rest down. Then I'm just going to grab this here bag of sand and we're going to start pouring that in. And we're going to put in a lot of sand, like so much sand. So we're going to put this entire bag in right here. That should be 25 litres to a bag. And now we're going to put in some sand from this bag. Not all of it. We're just going to put in maybe half of it. Yes, that should be good. So 12.5 litres of cement to 37.5 of sand. Then just like a bit of water. Not much. Yep, 10 litres of water. Maybe that was even too much. I don't know. But we're going to mix this together and I've got a good feeling. I've got a good feeling about this right here. And I have created weak mortar. Okay, I was hoping for better. You know, I have a horrible feeling that I actually bought the trowel, but then never actually picked it up from the counter where he put it down. Okay, I'm gonna be right back. In fact, you know what? No, I meant to do this. I meant to do this because I need more flipping bricks anyway. Yep, that's precisely what I did. Well done, me. Still, it's all worked out. Needed a new wheelbarrow full of bricks regardless. Okay, so now, trowel. What we do is we put a bit of this on. Wow, we're getting through that a bit on the fast side, mind. Okay, so what do we do now? Aha! Here we go. You've just got to place it correctly. So it's gonna... No, that's... Bloody ladder. Right, okay, that's fine. All we're going to do is we're going to put that there. We're going to put it there. And then we're going to smooth it. Alright, you don't just slap it down. You smooth it, otherwise the bricks, they don't sit right. Okay, now we're getting it. Now we're getting it. Now get a brick. Brick goes in there. This is... Oh, apparently bricklaying is... These are admittedly the wrong colour bricks. Okay, they're like... They're vaguely the right colour bricks. That's like, you know, it's pretty good. It's pretty good, all things considered. So, get off the ladder. Right, next round of concrete. And no, that's... John, you can figure this out. I promise you can figure this... Oh, hang on, there's... I can see how there are problems here, mind. I don't want to... No, I don't want to put the bricks like that. I want to put the bricks in... Do we need, like, little half bricks to... Oh! I still have made a mistake here. Like how that was not supposed to... Oh, dear. Does anyone know how you remove a brick? Okay, the following day, and this here, this is going much better. Because this time, I looked at the pattern I was supposed to be creating before I, you know, created it. And also, oh, was I supposed to put mortar between the bricks? If they're all connected together, like, by, you know, being, well, like, interlocked, and, like, there's a layer of, like, stickiness between each layer, then that would... Okay, it's fine. It's a house. It's going to be laying pressure on the bricks from above, so they're not going anywhere. I think what I've done here is over here, I've just laid the wrong sort of everything everywhere. Because how you lay the brick is determined by how you laid the mortar. But on this occasion, I laid the mortar basically not right. Now, over here, I've flipping nailed it. Alright, this here, this is precisely what I needed to do. Over here, not so much. And now the bricks are sort of in place. And I'm not 100% sure how we're gonna, like, fix that. Now we know what we're doing. Alright, that needs to go there, and that needs to go there, and then that needs to go there. So we then put that away, and we get the friendly, happy little bricks, and then we... No, that's blatantly... That's... Oh, sorry, yes, sorry, no, put that down. Yes, then we need to straighten it, so that's where the bricks sit. Yes, there we go. Now that can go away. And now the happy little bricks will sit where they're supposed to sit, apart from that one, which I put in the wrong place. So the house just sort of doesn't work right there. That's fine. Now, am I supposed to be also putting a little blob on the edge? So get that. Alright, and then just, yeah, check for, like, single blob, right? Yeah, single blob. As far as I can tell, no. Good. And then we just sort that out, put this away, grab a handful more bricks off the wheelbarrow, and then we're just gonna slap you down. Oh, now this. Now we get it. Now we get it. Admittedly, it's unfortunate that, yeah, the bit right at the front of the house has sort of gone so catastrophically wrong. But, like, you know, now we understand. Oh, look at that. Perfect. Absolutely perfect, aside from the fact that, you know, it's the wrong brick colour. But, you know, they're bricks. Bricks are broadly bricks when you think about it. Okay, so that bit looks pretty broken right now, but when you think about it, there must be half bricks, because there's this gap right over here. Now, that's clearly got to be filled by something. Therefore, there must be half bricks. Or a way to make half bricks. Like, say, if I had to guess. If I had to flipping guess... Okay, that didn't work as well as I was hoping for. So where my... Does anyone know where the hammer just went? Okay, all I need really is one good solid room. Like, you do not need an entire house. I don't need a house, it's just me. If I can just get one room working correctly, we'll be fine. So, all I need to make one room work correctly is a window, to be honest. And then if I can just, like, board up this wall, then that will be... that'd be fine. Okay, hang on. Let's intuit this out here, because the game's going to tutorialise step by step, but there's nothing to stop me just skipping ahead. I wouldn't mind having a door. I really feel like if you've got a door, you're basically, yeah, you know what, I'm ordering a door. So I'm going to have one of them. That's fine. And I don't actually want it sent over immediately. Like, I need to have some other stuff too. That's a back door. I can do without a back door, that's fine. One residential window. I don't know which of these is for which. Okay, I'm going to be having one of them. And I'll be having one of these. I can't afford... Wait, what can I afford one of these? Possibly you can't fit it on the truck. That's fine then. Okay. Right, one flipped door. Just like, dub that over there. I'll be back for you in a second. And I'm going to be honest, Reg. This is not what I was actually thinking I was ordering. I mean, is that like fitting into there? Is that like a... I don't know. That's probably about fine. Right, you could be on your way anyway. You couldn't move this out of my way, could ya? Move what out of your way? Winston, friend, I do not know what you are talking about, but there is nothing there. I'm increasingly worried he might be looking at this actual bag that's got stuck in the ground, but I don't know if I can... I can't pick that up, Winston, and it's a bag. I mean, I'll admit, this here looks like, yep, there we go. That's how you... Oh. I mean, that's broadly how you window, but I'll admit there's problems like, aha, just needs to be nailed in place with... Okay, there's... Oh! It came back. Okay, well, that's good. So in which case, please hammer. That's right, just hammer in the window. This is... Okay, don't hold, though, because that's remove thing. Okay, there we go. We're just gonna hammer this in. Apparently this is how windows get attached, with 4 nails and just a handful more hammer blows. Alright, say that. That's a door. That's a door. That's... Door? I think I may have just hammered that, like, so wrong. I think I may possibly have nailed the door into itself. It's kind of unclear. Okay, meanwhile, inside the house here, there are numbers. 6, 4, 4, possibly 7, 1, 1, 4, 4. Okay, now if I had to guess, if I had to flipping guess, then if we look at this book here, I bet I can't look at the book right now, because the shop's closed. Oh my god, I think Winston drove back here in order to complain that something's in his way. Did you genuinely drive back here the following morning after you clocked off to complain that something's in your way, Winston? No, now he's just here. And now he won't leave. Because he wasn't dismissed before the end of the last day. So now he's here, but he won't go. Oh, that could be a problem, because if he hasn't gone back to the thing, then he can't actually, like, you know, deliver more things. And I kind of need him to deliver things, because he's the only source of, you know, things. So yes, indeed, at this point, anytime I speak to Winston, he just gives me generic dialogue, not acknowledging he's here, which means I can't send him back to base, and if he's not at base, I can't order more supplies. And if I can't order more supplies, I cannot build my house. So basically, yes, I think the game is just slightly bugged out. If you don't dismiss Winston before the end of the day, then at that point he'll come back and can never be dismissed, and that kind of breaks everything. Which is a shame, because as you can see, I was mere minutes away from finishing my house. Like, if you look at my house from precisely this angle, then it looks like I've been doing a really, really damn good job. Brickwork, complete. Foundation, complete. Window, installed. Door, permanently open, which kind of defeats the object of a door. But, like, you know, it's there. It has been physically attached to the wall. From other angles, there are more problems. This corner's nice. I'm very proud of this corner. This bit, not so good. And I've got a sofa that I found by the pit, which is lovely. And I never did figure out the correct ratio for mortar either. But you know what, ladies and gentlemen? I would say that is enough for now. This here is Landlord Super, and it's a very curious one for me. Because, absolutely, it is scruffy as anything and needs a lot of work, and it just completely bugged out on me. But there's a lot I actually like here, because in a way this game very literally speaks to me. This game is telling a story that's not really being told explicitly, a story that's being told by atmosphere and setting and just little environmental cues in the background. And the story is slightly grim, desperate determination to try and succeed on your own, having been completely abandoned in rural 1980s formerly mining communities. And that's a story that, let's just say it resonates with me. This is a game that certain people from certain backgrounds in Britain will find strangely touching in some ways, actually, that this game exists at all. So what I'll say is, we'll leave this for now, but in future, when they've had a chance to, you know, work in it a bit, add a few patches, fix the bugs, and general polished up a bit, I think we'll have a look at this again, ladies and gentlemen. Because there's a lot here that, if it gets a bit of love and attention, could be something pretty special, for me at least. Because this tells a story that talks to me personally. So we may well see this again in future. Hopefully it gets the love and polish I think it deserves. But in the meantime, I've been John. This has been Many a True Nerd, and this has been Landlord Super. Thank you very much, and goodbye. Oh, also, apparently you've either got a girlfriend or a daughter. Hopefully
That's
a girlfriend.
my girlfriend.
Really, hopefully a girlfriend. No! Stop walking around! Just stay still! Just stay
I don't know!
Stop doing laundry! There we go! How are you so bad at escaping from prison?